live at Collectco for Tuesday night's Facebook record sale. When you're on and watching, welcome. And yeah, you're about to embark on the Great Crusade, which we have driven these many months. I think that was Dwight Eisenhower before D-Day. Let me pull up Restream. Actually, let's see what's going on here. Who's the first comment? Is it Craig? If Craig is the first comment, Seth has to do a backflip into the hood of his vehicle. Oh, Craig's the first comment. Let me get all this shared. Live. YouTube needs more volume. Who owns YouTube? Google? Guess you have to contact Google. You get this shared everywhere, unless there's something I can do about it. Share, community, whole lot of records. All right, I'm pretty much in a mood that we're gonna sell so much you won't be able to stand it. So I hope everybody's ready for the mind-blowing experience that you're about to encounter. If you're not ready, you probably should get ready. I think, hold on a second. Tanner, do I got on two mics here? I do. Test. Okay, I had on the wrong mic. Sorry, that's Tanner's fault. Actually, it's Seth's fault. I didn't see it. I had the wrong mic on. It's not Google's fault. It was my fault. Let me plug this one back in. Sorry. Whoever I told to contact Google. Okay. Everybody's probably speakers are busting now. All right. Welcome. Let's start with a crate that we've already showed. Actually, turn your mic up. Let me go to, I need to go ahead and pull some stuff out. I posted a flip crate. I want to make sure we have enough. Where is that flip crate? I need to pin it to our group. Because I don't need to start selling stuff. New arrivals, pin to featured. Hold on a minute. I posted a flip crate last night. Let's see here. Is this it? Yeah. All right, Tanner, we might can tag this stuff live. Do we want to do that? Are you ready? From this flip crate, and I can show it as we're doing it. I posted a flip crate. None of it's been pulled yet. So, first thing, and I'll have to watch here just to make sure. Joe Valentine wants the Smiths Strange Ways, or the Smiths self-titled. So this is the Smiths self-titled. I have one left after I've pulled Joe Valentine. If y'all are like, how is he seeing this stuff? This was from a video we posted online that has not been tagged yet. So we have the Smith self-titled. That's sold to Joe Valentine. John Miller on Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind. John Miller on Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind. If anybody else wants an Iron Maiden, Peace of Mind, those are $36.99. Dakota Wilkie wants a Night Ranger. That was the last one and only one I had. If anybody wants one of those, I'll have to put you on a wait list. Night Ranger Midnight Madness was $28.99. Dakota Wilkie also wants an Audio Slave. I have plenty of these. If anybody needs an Audio Slave, $39.99. Tim Holloway wants a Europe Final Countdown. Tim Holloway on Europe Final Countdown. This is a new person, and I've got to... they already sent me a message, I think, but that's Belinda Daub. They wanted an Audio Slave and a Scorpions Love Drive. And I think that was my last copy of Scorpions Love Drive. Let me actually find that. It may not be in here anymore. Iron Maiden, Pink Floyd, Joni Mitchell, Jerry Cantrell. Everyone's saying Facebook is down. If Facebook is down, then you better head on over to YouTube, because there's some people saying it's completely down. Belinda Daub, and Tanner, that was D-A-U-B. That is a Scorpions and an Audio Slave. Okay. And then Sherry Darnell wants Reba. That's Reba McEntire. rumor has it. And then from live here right now, Jessica Germay wants a Smith self-titled. And Jessica, your Smith Strangeways should be in pretty soon. That is so to her. Okay, and then we have Richard Allen wants Number of the Beast and A Piece of Mind. He gets the 2-for combo on the Iron Maidens. And if anybody's like, where in the heck are these comments coming from? I'm reading from a flip video. That's Richard Allen. He gets a Number of the Beast and A Piece of Mind. Vin Dandy wants the Johnny Cash set. 1, 2, 3, and 6. All 4 of those are sold to Vin Dandy. John Sheehan wants an Audio Slave. And all this is on Facebook, so if you don't get it tagged, Tanner, I'm just pulling it out mostly so we don't accidentally sell it. Nick Pullen wants a Sinatra Collected, and we're caught up at this point. Okay, and Dakota wants the Elf soundtrack. That's where I was going to get started. And that was a live comment. Dakota wants the Elf soundtrack. Okay, now I can show these, and I don't have to worry about accidentally not selling or selling out of something that somebody's already claimed. So, if you're just watching, if you're hopping on, welcome. Let me reset my restream chat here. Now the show is technically officially beginning. So, if you've missed it, all of a sudden, I have a whole nother crate full, but I have almost sold an entire crate full of Audio Slaves. It's technically a self-titled album. I just always call it Audio Slave. They have other albums, but they've never officially been released on vinyl. Audio Slave is $39.99. I can't find the flip video. That is in the group. So I posted, last night we kind of had a late show. We didn't start till 9 o'clock. I posted that flip video of all of our newest arrivals in our group, and I have it pinned now. So all of our newest arrivals was pinned, and we sold a bunch out of there. We sold a bunch of stuff out of there. So that's where people are finding that. Calvin Ward wants an Audio Slave. And yes, I take Cameron's advice, take my advice. Fantastic rock album, but make sure you get one of those. Did you get my Audio Slave and Night Ranger from the flip video? I just pulled it. And I'll go back through and reply to everybody later, but that is, Audio Slave is sold. No, this new buyer got Audio Slave and the Scorpions Love Drive. Yeah. I pulled them way too fast. Okay. That's pinned. That is pinned in the group if you need to go double check it. Okay, and then Brett Bailey, not Brent Rabley. Brett Bailey takes an Audio Slave. But yes, there's the Craig just tagged the flip video, but all that I am showing live right now. And then somebody claimed that in the group as well, the Frank Sinatra Collected. Okay, so, and then Brett just got Audio Slave live. Okay, I have more. Look, let me show y'all. It's a magic trick. I can go over here and grab 5 more copies to put in this crate. We got a bunch of them. We have sold a bunch. There's another handful. Okay, and then the Best of Dire Straits and Mark Knopfler, Private Investigations. $39.99. This is technically a quick recap from last night, but I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of people watching that didn't get to watch last night because we had a very late show. Joni Mitchell, Court and Spark, and Michael Potts, if you're watching, this is he asked if this was a new remaster. This is an older pressing, I think. Rhino. I don't know. It don't have a new copyright date on it. It says made in Germany. That's all I can tell you on that one. Jerry Cantrell from Alice in Chains, Degradation Trip. That's 2 LPs, music on vinyl, $46.99, one of his solo albums. And then Blue by Joni Mitchell is $31.99. Stacey Brown takes an Audio Slave. And I've got 2 big Iron Maiden restocks. Excuse me, this is not Iron Maiden. I forgot about Floyd. Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, $38.99. And then the 2 Iron Maiden records so far, hopefully they start pressing the rest of their catalog. We have Peace of Mind for $36.99, and we have Number of the Beast. And the Number of the Beast has a new 40th anniversary, 1982 to 2022 sticker on it. So that's the 2 Iron Maidens. Cameron Nance wants a Dark Side of the Moon. We were getting low. As y'all know, I have a phobia about not having Dark Side of the Moon in stock. So anytime we get less than 10 copies, I order about 10 or 20 more. So we got less than 10 copies because this is an all-time bestseller. This has been flying off the shelf for 50 years now, and it still is. It's one of the greatest albums of all time, and there's no argument about it. One more time. Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast, $36.99. Peace of Mind, $36.99. Dark Side of the Moon, $38.99. Joni Mitchell Blue, $31.99. Jerry Cantrell, 46. Joni Mitchell, $31.99. Dire Straits, $39.99. And of course, the Audio Slaves. I'm going to put another one back in there. But yeah, we'll go back through that flip video and make sure we got everything. Do we have a new crate of new vinyl ready? That was actually a recap from last night and a recap of the flip video. I'll just set it right here. Ed is bringing us a brand new crate. I've actually only been here at the store for about 10 minutes. And I need to go get my other phone out of the Tahoe in the console. I'll go do that in just a second, though. I got to text that guy back. Brett Bailey says, please cancel Audio Slave. Sorry about that. Brett Bailey needs to put his Audio Slave back. Are you getting the single soundtracks in? I think there's a new single soundtrack that's out and floating around. But to my knowledge, those hadn't been... have we pulled waiting lists for any of these? Or I guess not. I'll go ahead and... Okay, I'll go ahead and show them. Johnny Cash. Cash, this is 4 American recordings. Johnny Cash 4. If you don't have that one already, $49.99. We don't have waitlist ready, but if you're absolutely curious, I can pull those up for you. Johnny Cash, if you know for sure you don't have one, that is $49.99. Lou Hetzer wants a Number of the Beast. Lou Hetzer wants a Number of the Beast. I now have 2 copies of that left. But yeah, that single soundtrack that's floating around, I have seen that, but I don't think that's like a official mainstream release, okay? It's just like there for a while, there was, people were asking me about a Limp Bizkit release. I'm not saying that's unofficial, but for some reason, there's a couple records I've seen floating around that aren't really, they're not being released through mainstream outlets, so... okay, well, that's okay. I was going to say, if you could bring me my laptop, I could pull some of these in advance. Some of these I know for sure we don't have any waiting list on. And 2 Johnny Cash 4s, Tanner says. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull some of these because there's a wait list for them. Johnny Cash 4, those 2 are already sold. The FM soundtrack is $33.99. It's been a while since I've had a new copy of this. But that is the FM soundtrack, $33.99. So I've got Johnny Cash 4. We for sure have 3 copies available for sale, $49.99. There is a waiting list for this, Tanner. That's the Ramones at the Crinton Hall. That's on red vinyl or clear red splatter. It's some kind of colored vinyl for sure. S has a sticker. $39.99 for the Ramones. Who was the waiting list on this? Jason Kent and Walt Cruz. I've already got these 2 pulled for you. And I have one right here available for sale. The Ramones. And that is a live broadcast from the Second Chance Saloon, February of 1979. That is on red vinyl. I have one left. Pearl Jam, Under the Covers. The songs that they didn't write. It's been a while since I've seen this. Now this is an unofficial from Parachute Records. This is Pearl Jam doing covers. Everything from Sitting on the Dock of the Bay to Search and Destroy. And one of my favorites is when they cover The Who's Love Reign Over Me. That is $39.99. That's also on colored vinyl. Pearl Jam, Under the Covers. And there's another Pearl Jam. There's a Fox Theater. You should have a waiting list for that. I'll show that in just a second. This Pearl Jam is sold to Cameron Nance. Some of these I've only got 1 copy of, and that's for us to take wait list. If anybody else wants a copy, let me know. If I've only ever ordered 1, that means there's plenty in stock, and I was pretty confident we could take orders on if anybody else wants one. There's also 1 wait list on this Pearl Jam Live, Joe Musser. And I have 1 left if anybody wants it. Pearl Jam Live at the Fox Theater, 1994. That's sold to Joe Musser, and I have 1 left to sell. And then there's a wait list for that, Guns N' Roses Anarchy. I'll show that in just a second. And should be a waiting list for that, 1 copy. And I know I have 1 extra to sell, which is Johnny Cash Live Austin City Limits, $29.99. Okay, so Cameron Nance got the Pearl Jam under the covers. Let's put Jason F on a wait list if that's okay with Jason. And then David Cox, I've got you for Pearl Jam. Let me know, David, if that was for the Fox Theater Live or the under the covers. I showed 2 Pearl Jams back to back there. And this is the Johnny Cash Live Austin City Limits. Really good track list. And that is $29.99. We had Tim Besaw. We had you on a waiting list for that. I was out of stock of this, or at least maybe I was down to 1 copy. I was like, I can't have that. That's Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction, $36.99. Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction, $36.99. This is a new release. This has not been shown. No pre-orders, no waiting list. That's Dropkick Murphys, lyrics of Woody Guthrie. It's called This Machine Still Kills Fascist. Crystal clear vinyl. That is $28.99. That's a new Dropkick Murphys release, $28.99. David Cox wanted the Fox Theater here, so that is sold to David Cox. Brent Rabley, I see your check comment, excuse me. Paul Beal, is this the copy left?
Yeah, Paul Brothers.
Can I see the Pearl Jam under the cover? Paul Beal wants to see it. Joe Valentine. Yeah, here's what it looks like, Paul. Pearl Jam under the covers, the songs that they didn't write. This copy's Cameron's. We got Jason F on a wait list. It's a 2 LP from Parachute. That's sold to Cameron Nance. Okay, next is Joe Valentine, and that was on Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. Dropkick Murphys, I got 1 sold to Jason Kenton. I've got 1 sold to Paul Beal, and I've got 1 left. Dropkick Murphys, $28.99. Okay, and then here's something else. We've already pulled the waiting list for these, so this copy is available for sale. This is a live, unofficial Guns N' Roses 1987 red vinyl, Anarchy in the UK, $39.99. Parachute Records, $39.99. That's a live Guns N' Roses. Let's see what this next release is. I have several of them. This is a restock from 3 Days Grace. This is one we have not had in a while. This is called 1X. 3 Days Grace 1X. That is $28.99. 3 Days Grace 1X. Triple platinum album. Wow, that was popular. Includes the #1 hits Animal I've Become, Never Too Late, and Pain. Okay, and then Lou Hetzer is sold on the Guns N' Roses. Lou, I'm assuming you wanted this live one here. Who was the wait list on that one? Do you have those too?
Paul Brothers.
Paul Brothers, just 1? Yeah. Paul Brothers, I've got you down already for one of these. You were on that waiting list. Sell that one to Lou Hetzer, and then Michael Corbel, let me know if you want one of these as well. If that's the one, I see your comment for GNR. Let me know if that's correct, and I will get you one of those. They'll be in this week. It's still Tuesday, so anything we order, we can have it in and delivered to get it on this week's invoice. Jeff Dedman and Paul Beal takes a 3 Days Grace. There's 2 of those sold. And we've got 3 copies left of 3 Days Grace 1X. Stacy Brown wants 1. We now have 2 copies left of 3 Days Grace. These Bad Religions are all sold. I don't know if I've even filled it out. This is the #1 bestseller this week on new vinyl. For these, there's 700. Was it 700? Maybe not that many. 520. Either 520 or 720 SKUs of new releases this week. This is the #1 bestseller with my main distributor. Bad Religion. How could hell be any worse? Limited anniversary colored vinyl, $28.99. And I posted that, and these are all sold already. It's a good time for me to show it and let everybody know that this is out this week. And if you want a copy, let me know now. But if you've already commented on the post, these are definitely all sold, and I don't think I've even ordered enough to fill everybody's request. So that's Bad Religion. How could hell be any worse? $28.99. That should be posted in the group. If anybody else wants one of those, let me know. Michael Corbel said that was correct. And Lewis Tomlinson, Faith in the Future, $36.99. Is this the one that's is this the guy from I was told something is supposed to be autographed. Limited edition. Yeah, these are autographed. It's inside. I thought it was going to be on the cover. He's from One Direction. Yeah, limited edition black and red splatter includes exclusive signed art card. These are autographed. Evidently, it's on the inside of it. Louis Tomlinson from One Direction, $36.99. Those are autographed. Those are $36.99. The autograph must be on some kind of card on the inside. $36.99. I was like, I know I didn't order it, but that was a direct email from one of my sales rep. He said, hey, we're getting some autographed stuff in if you want it. I said, absolutely, I'll take autographs from anybody. So those are $36.99. Louis Tomlinson. Okay, let's go through that crate one more time. All the pre-orders have been pulled from that crate. Cash 4. This is Johnny Cash, American 4. The Man Comes Around. This one has hurt. Historically, this is well over a $100 record. You've been seeing me show these for a few weeks now. I've got 3 copies on hand. They're $49.99. I've got 1 copy of the FM soundtrack. The FM soundtrack has an all-star lineup of artists. I've never seen the movie either, but the soundtrack is awesome. Boston, Jimmy Buffett, Doobie Brothers, Eagles, Dan Fogelberg, Foreigner, Billy Joel, Randy Meisner, Steve Miller, Tom Petty, Queen, Linda Ronstadt, Boz Scaggs, Bob Seger, Steely Dan, James Taylor, and Joe Walsh. Wow, that's $33.99. I've got 1 copy left of the live Ramones album from 1979. That's 2 LP, and that is $39.99. That's from the Second Chance Saloon, 1979. Johnny Cash, live in Austin, Texas, Austin City Limits. That's $29.99. 1 copy left of the new Dropkick Murphys. New Dropkick Murphys is $28.99. This is a long out of stock 3 Days Grace title, 1X, their triple platinum album. I have 2 copies left, $28.99. Woods Felix takes the live Ramones, sell that to Woods Felix. Cameron Nance takes the Johnny Cash live, sell that to Cameron Nance. And thank you, Craig, for the track listed on FM. Maybe they'll tempt somebody to buy it. And the last thing left was the Louis Tomlinson autographed on that, Faith in the Future. And he's a member of One Direction, something I don't know a lot about, but I know it's very popular. Stacy, yes, you did get a 3 Days Grace. Yes, you did. I'm going to take all these and put them over here with the other new vinyl, so we now have officially an empty crate. If anybody decides they want any of those at any other time tonight, let me know. Now, we're going to start our first crate of vintage stuff. First crate of vintage. Where is those at? Right here? Where are those? Over there? Are they up here? Somewhere?
Yeah, right here.
Right here. Okay. Here's what I'm looking for then. Let me go through these right quick. First crate of vintage. Let's see what we have in here. Looks like some very good stuff. We love stuff, especially when it's good. I think they call him Louis. Louis, what am I saying? Louis Tomlinson. Anybody know anything about One Direction, Seth? Okay. All right, let's see what we got in here. Whoop, I've already showed this, so I better go ahead. This will be an instant seller. Xanadu, $34.99. This is one of those records that over the last, I'll say, while has got just kind of high in demand, and I don't think it's ever really been reissued. And this is $34.99. Do you have me for a Cash 4? Was David Tate on that Johnny Cash 4 recordings? Okay. The Christmas Song, Nat King Cole, $9.99. Chuck Berry, Back Home, $34.99. Utopia, Todd Rundgren, Utopia, $19.99. Jim Anstant on Xanadu. Will you please set that one aside after you tag it? Rick Springfield, Tao, T-A-O, $14.99 on Rick Springfield. The Best of the Tavars, that's in shrink wrap, $14.99. Joseph Snow, first on the Nat King Cole Christmas Song. That's sold to Joseph Snow. Sammy Davis Jr. Now, Sammy Davis Jr. is $14.99. The Nat King Cole and the Children's Chorus, The Magic of Christmas with Children. That's another one, $9.99. Mark Fallon on the Tavars. That's sold to Mark Fallon. That is Ike and Tina Turner. Let Me Touch Your Mind, $24.99 on iCantina. Nat King Cole Sings the Great Songs, another Nat King Cole, $9.99. Stacey Metternich on Sammy Davis Jr., that's sold to Stacey Metternich. Blind, the Icicle Works, the Icicle Works, Blind. That is a sealed copy, unopened, $39.99. Stevie Wonder, Songs in the Key of Life. Wow. This is $34.99. It's in shrink wrap. It has the bonus 45 and the book. This is $34.99. Is this Atlanta or mixed? I think a lot of this is from the Atlanta collection, yes. Joseph Snow on Nat King Cole, Great Songs. This one right here. And it looks like Kenneth Jank was second. Yep, Kenneth, you were second on that. The Hollies, Stop, Stop, Stop. This is a promo copy. $34.99. The Hollies, Stop, Stop, Stop. Yeah, audition record. Audition record. Don't see that too often. $34.99. That's technically a promo copy. Man, I'm telling you, this copy here, someone needs to buy that instantly. In shrink wrap with both inserts. Joan Armatrading, The Key. That is sealed. $19.99. Disco Super Hits, Ronco. $9.99. Disco Super Hits. Car Wash soundtrack. Car Wash soundtrack is $19.99. Billy's Blues, the original recordings by Billie Holiday. That is $19.99. Voices in the Sky, the best of the Moody Blues. $19.99. Joe Cocker, self-titled, $34.99. I think we've checked these records for autographs, but I think John priced them. Yeah, he priced this stuff on Monday, and then I text him Monday night. So I don't know. If you're buying something out of this crate, I'll kind of be looking for them to make sure, but you might want to check for autographs. And if you've missed that memo, this Atlanta collection was loaded with autographs. This guy was he was 70, I forgot how old he said, 72, 76. What do you say, Tanner? 72 or 76, somewhere in there. Groupie, went to a lot of concerts, had stuff signed there in Atlanta for the last 60 years. Probably since he's been a teenager, going back to like the 50s male vocalist all the way up to like, punk and metal concerts he went to. So just unbelievable the amount of autographs that we're finding that he forgot about that was mixed in all the other records. And then somewhere in the back, in our back room, we've got tubs full of stuff that we know for sure is autographed, like by bands like Kiss and The Clash and stuff like that. So we hadn't even got to that stuff yet. Our back room is insane right now. It makes me nauseous whenever I walk around back there. You just don't know what to do. Okay, Stacey Brown first on the disco. And Jimmy Hodgkins, for some reason, it just hit me. I didn't answer your question earlier about that Joni Mitchell. Jimmy, if you're still watching, I will read the hype sticker on that. Disco is sold to Stacey. Calvin Ward is first to Cindy. Let me restart. Calvin Ward is first to Stevie Wonder. Almost said Cindy Wonder. Aaron Gardner on CW. Aaron Gardner got the Car Wash album. I think that's what CW is. Joseph Snow on Billy. That's Billie Holiday. And interested in Kiss. Lots of people are. I've got to find them. I got to get back there. Maybe John can do so. He's kind of really just opening up a tub and pricing stuff. And then he's kind of working his way to the back of all that madness. But I may get back there late tonight and just start tearing into stuff because I'm getting kind of curious. Okay, I think I stopped at Joe Cocker, $34.99. Electric Light Orchestra 2. Don't get that one too often. Looks like it's very nice, $19.99. Head East, US 1, $14.99. And the Guess Who, American Woman, that is $19.99. Let me read the hype sticker on this Joni Mitchell for Jimmy Hodgkins. The Joni Mitchell Blue album says 180-gram vinyl, newly remastered by Bernie Grundman under the supervision of Joni Mitchell, includes California River and A Case of You, and of course it has the barcode. So this is the Bernie Grundman cut, $31.99. $31.99. Steve Zyman, first in the ELO. Steve Zyman got Electric Light Orchestra. Andrew Gold is $14.99. Wild Cherry, this is $19.99. That has Play That Funky Music, White Boy, $19.99. Electric Light Orchestra, A New World Record, $19.99. Dion's Greatest Hits, $12.99. Jody Watley, $14.99. Todd Rundgren's Utopia is $19.99. Ella and Oscar. Pretty sure that's Ella Fitzgerald and Oscar Peterson. 1999. Electric Light Orchestra, Balance of Power. 1999. And John Denver's Rocky Mountain Christmas. $14.99 for John Denver's Rocky Mountain Christmas. John Cougar Special Promotional 12-inch I Need a Lover, not for sale. This is $14.99. Looks like a 12-inch single promo from John Cougar's self-titled first album. That's $14.99. Kenneth Jank, first to Ella and Oscar. That's sold to Kenneth Jank. Jared McLaughlin on WC. WC was Wild Cherry, sold to Jared McLaughlin. And Jim Anstant gets ELO Balance of Power. ELO Balance of Power to Jim Anstat. Neil Diamond's Greatest Hits. That's on the Bang label. Cherry Cherry, Solitary Man, all of his early classic stuff. $14.99. George Somers on the John Cougar promotional. That's sold to George Somers. Jimmy Hawkins said, sold on Joni Mitchell Blue. I think I'm down to 1 or 2 copies of this if anybody else wants one. OGs have got quite expensive. They always have been. And this is the first time this has been massed repressed in quite some time. So sounds like it's a really good pressing. I've yet to open my copy. That's on my to-do list. I have a stack. I have a crate of stuff for me to open and listen to give my opinion on that you may value, you may not. Steve Ziman takes the Neil Diamond. Tracy Miller said, how much? The John Denver Christmas album is $14.99. Looks like a really nice copy. Has a gatefold with some nice, very nice, yes, near mint minus on that. And Stacy Brown wants the Jody Watley. Was that, Stacy, was that Jody Watley and you misspelt it? Or was that for Joni Mitchell and you misspelt it? Let me know. The Best of the Move. Wow, never seen this. The Move is Roy Wood and Jeff Lynne. Jeff Lynne was ELO. $34.99. That's in shrink wrap. $34.99. Stacy said that was for Jody, this Jody. So that's sold to Stacy Brown. Tracy Miller, let me know if you want the John Denver. If you don't, Rich Bernstein wants that. So Stacy or Tracy, that's yours. And then if you pass, that's sold to Rich Bernstein. Best of the Move is $34.99. Gone with the Wind soundtrack is $19.99. The Moody Blues, Your Wildest Dreams. Is this technically a promo? No, this is just a 12-inch single, $9.99. Tracy Miller does take the John Denver Christmas. Rich, she had dibs on that. I guarantee we have plenty more copies of that. I just don't have them all together. We try to get all of our Christmas stuff together like we did that one night where I was like, okay, I've got 7 copies of John Denver's Christmas album, and that way we can go bam, bam, bam and get everybody one. But John really hadn't worked on Christmas albums. It will be coming up soon, though. It'll be coming up soon, though. George Harrison, Living in the Material World, $29.99. Moody Blues Long Distance Voyager is $14.99. Bread, Baby I'ma Want You, $9.99 on Bread. 16 Greatest Hits of Judy Garland. Judy Garland, $9.99. The Doobie Brothers, The Captain and Me, $14.99. Kim Carnes, St. Vincent's Court. Kim Carnes is $9.99. And Genesis Live. Genesis Live. No sticker. We'll say $24.99. I think that's what we sold the last one for. Wow, this is really nice. It's on the Charisma label. Lots of people usually ask for the labels on those Genesis albums. ELO Out of the Blue. That copy's in shrink wrap. It's complete. It has the spaceship with it, and it's in shrink wrap. $44.99. ELO Out of the Blue. That has the spaceship, the 3D cardboard spaceship you can assemble. Steve Ziman wants to know the condition of bread. Bread is very fresh. It's VG Plus cover and really clean, nice vinyl. Yeah. Usually, yeah, freshly baked. $9.99. Kim Carnes, Romance Dance, $9.99. More Chuck Berry. This is definitely a repress. $24.99. It's on that chest label. The original pressings of this. We had one before. They're not easy to get. That's a later pressing. Steve Ziman said he will take the bread. We've got John Lennon and Yoko Ono, Heart Play, Unfinished Dialogue, a spoken word, $24.99. That is plastic Ono band. This is in shrink wrap. Appears to be very nice. $34.99. It is. Plastic Ono band. How much was Genesis Live? $24.99. What year is listed on the back cover? What year is listed on the back cover? It says all recordings made at Manchester 1973. Is that what you're looking for? There's no copyright date. Let's see. Lee Greenwood's Greatest Hits, $9.99. If you're curious, yes, it has God Bless the USA. Utopia, Oops, Wrong Planet, $19.99. Gordon Lightfoot, Gord's Gold, that is $19.99. And the Elvis Christmas album, $9.99. Anthology of Bread is $14.99. And the Thompson Twins, In the Name of Love, $24.99 on the Thompson Twins. Joe Cocker, I Can Stand a Little Rain, $19.99. And Rick Springfield's Success Hadn't Spoiled Me Yet, $14.99. Wow, an ELO having a spaceship bought from you a while back, had along with a posted as well. Yeah, I hadn't seen one in a while. Usually people ask, does it have the spaceship? And I usually say, no, it doesn't. This one does. Kathy takes the Lee Greenwood. And Kathy also wants Gordon Lightfoot. I'm assuming that's Gord's Gold. Tanner, make sure Gord's Gold is $19.99. All right, I'm going to flip back through this bin. If anybody wants prices, please let me know. I've got some auctions. Let me step behind the counter. I've got some stuff. It starts with the word KISS. I think that will interest some people. Ed's got on his KISS shirt tonight. This must be the KISS night. Seth, can I slide by you here right quick? Thank you. I've got some sealed KISS records to auction off that was part of a trade-in. And I've got a couple other things back here that we haven't shown before. Let me grab those. And I've got, I just slammed these records into this microphone. That probably was loud on their end. And then I've got a couple small things to start showing here. We got a lot of new toys and collectibles in. I've got some stuff here to show that I think y'all will be interested in. Let me lay this right back here. All right, and let me lay these potential auction records right here. All right, I think a couple of these KISS records I can't get right now, so we'll start with these. If I don't lose my balance. KISS Dynasty. This is sealed. This is a 2014 reissue, which these 2014 reissues are identical to like the OGs, which means this will have the poster, inner sleeve, whatever originally came with this, it will be in this one. KISS Dynasty, $25 start. That is new and sealed, KISS Dynasty. And I've got these Pink Floyd buttons, which are $7.99. We had a huge tub of these, like a little round tub. Probably if y'all are local, you've seen them sitting on the counter. We have sold almost every Pink Floyd button in there, which there is a lot, a couple hundred. And this is all that I have left. And I've made them where they're all different. There are 4 Pink Floyd buttons. And if you want one of those, just comment Pink Floyd. It's a pack of 4 for $7.99. And we have sold like 230 for $3 each. So that's what I had left. Actually, I had one stray one that I pitched in the Jimi Hendrix. So Pink Floyd buttons, it's like the Division Bell. I think another Division Bell, a Pulse, and this one here. So yeah, $7.99 Pink Floyd buttons. They're in little packages of 4. KISS is at $27, now $30. And if you want those, just let me know. If you want prices on anything left in this first crate, just let me know. I'm going to do a recap. I'm just going to read artist. Chuck Berry, Back Home, Utopia, Rick Springfield, Nat King Cole, I Cantina, Icicle Works, The Hollies, that was a promo copy. Joan Armatrading was sealed. The Best of Moody Blues, Joe Cocker, Head East, Guess Who, Andrew Gold, ELO, Dion, Utopia, The Best of The Move. So Rich Bernstein has KISS, going twice, going 3 times, $30. I'm going to move those pretty far along because we may be auctioning KISS records for the next hour. I've got a lot of sealed stuff. Buttons sold to Jeff McMaster. Buttons sold to Stacy Metternich. And I'm down to 2 packs if anybody else wants one of those. Gone with the Wind is $19.99. Whoops, I'm reading prices. Let me just read titles. That's a Moody Blues 12-inch single. George Harrison, Living in the Material World. Moody Blues, Long Distance Voyager. Judy Garland, the Doobie Brothers, Kim Carnes. ELO is in shrink wrap with the spaceship. Kim Carnes, more Chuck Berry, John Lennon, Genesis Live, Utopia, Elvis Christmas Album, Bread, Thompson Twins, Joe Cocker, and Rick Springfield. If you want any prices on those, let me know before I grab the next crate. Do we have another crate of new vinyl ready? I'll go ahead and switch over to new vinyl. Jesse Hood wants ELO out of the blue. I was waiting for that to happen. Jesse Hood is going to get the ELO out of the blue. We had 2 new bids on Kiss. Robert Madon was at 35. Rich Bernstein back in at 40. So we're bidding on Kiss. I don't want any confusion. Ed, you can put it right there in that middle slot. I'm going to set this right here. Thank you. I don't want any confusion, but I'm about to show another Kiss item. And that is this right here. Kiss playing cards. Kiss playing cards. Now, everybody needs those. These are $12.99. Kiss playing cards. Look at that. You're not a Kiss fan if you don't have a deck of Kiss playing cards. That is an essential item. Rich Bernstein has Kiss Dynasty at $40. That's going twice, going 3 times. Stacy said, I am a Kiss fan. I've got to have the Kiss trading cards or playing cards. Not trading cards, playing cards. That is sold to Stacy. I've got 1 deck left. Now, once again, this is new vinyl. We haven't really pulled pre-orders, so we're kind of doing that live. So I'm going to probably tell Tanner as I'm showing some of this. This is sold, this is sold. Let's check this, check that. So, and some of this I know for sure that we don't have pre-orders. I did a lot of restocks the other night. Here's the first one. Traveler, Chris Stapleton, $36.99. Sturgill Simpson, Metamodern Sounds and Country Music. Sturgill is $28.99. Iris DeMint, $31.99. Infamous Angel. I know her from working with John Prine, right? She does the vocals on that one very popular song of his. That's where I know her from, but that's $31.99. I think that's a fairly new release that I missed, and luckily I could still get them. Jeff McMaster wants the other deck of Kiss playing cards. Let's go ahead and sell Kiss Dynasty to Rich Bernstein for $40. That is sold to Rich Bernstein for $40. Yeah, some of this is new releases for today because I see what the next one is too. Okay, next I've got, let's see, I've got, what do we have over here? What do we have? Aha, I think, yeah. Kiss Unmasked. 2014 remaster, new and sealed. That is, and this originally came with a poster, so this will have all the original innards and inserts just like the OG. $25 start on that. Kiss Unmasked. That's a new Kiss auction. Okay, I told y'all about Bad Religion being the #1 bestseller. This was also in the top 5. I really didn't know them. I'm trying some stuff out that's like top sell. I'm like, if this is a top seller, surely over the course of the week we'll have 500 different customers watching. Maybe somebody will know them or want one, and that's Randy Houser. So I'm trying to get some of the best-selling stuff every week, at least 1 copy to show. Randy Houser, Note to Self, $36.99. That's like #2 this week, I'm pretty sure. Not necessarily on the charts or anything. I'm talking about best-selling new LPs. Rich Bernstein is at $30 on Kiss. Rich Bernstein's at $30. There's a lot of stuff in here. Enough's Enough. Welcome to Blue Island on blue vinyl. Enough's Enough, $29.99. That's a new release. That comes out Friday. So does Randy Houser and Iris DeMint. Shania Twain, this is a restock, $38.99. Shania Twain, The Woman in Me, 25th Anniversary Diamond Edition. That album went Diamond certification. Kiss Unmasked is now at $35. Loretta Lynn, Coal Miner's Daughter. Loretta Lynn is $36.99. $36.99. Whiskey Myers Tornillo. Now, I've got to go back through our waiting list and message everybody, but I originally posted a pre-order of this like on orange vinyl. It was an indie exclusive. Those are all gone, and they're not making anymore. I only got a certain amount, and so a lot of people was like, I never did get an invoice for Whiskey Myers. That means we didn't get them all, and I've got to see if anybody wants a black vinyl. This is black vinyl, Whiskey Myers Tornillo, Tornillo, $39.99. That's the new Whiskey Myers. Chad, you get any vintage Kiss posters? I really don't know. There's probably some in that Fred stuff that we hadn't even got to yet. Kiss Unmasked, $35 to Jamie Butler. That's going twice, going 3 times. Brooks and Dunn, Reboot. Brooks and Dunn is $31.99. Joe Diffie, Greatest Hits Nashville. As you can tell, I went through the country section of in-stock country records, and I've seen a lot of stuff that I've had before, and I didn't realize we were sold out of, like Joe Diffie's Greatest Hits, which was like the first time it had ever been put on vinyl. $29.99. Brent Rabley said, sorry, or which Thompson twins? That was in the very first crate. Wow, you do have a bad lag. Well, I don't even know where that is now. Here it is. Thompson Twins, that was in the last crate. Thompson Twins, In the Name of Love. That is a full album. And Brent, that is $24.99. Thompson Twins, In the Name of Love. Rich is back in on Kiss at $37. The Best of the Judds is $28.99. That's a fairly new release. And Winger, this is $46.99. This is Friday Music. Yeah, Friday Music colored vinyl. Friday Music, this is Winger, In the Heart of the Young. $46.99. Winger, In the Heart of the Young. That is on Friday Music colored vinyl. What label put out Diffie? I think Cleopatra. Yeah, Cleopatra. Usually if they do something that looks like this on this kind of hype sticker, 9 times out of 10 it's Cleopatra. They do a lot of really good popular artists that's never had greatest hits before, like Joe Diffie. I just posted on a pre-order, Enough's Enough. So, okay, Kiss was at 37. Now we're at 40. Jamie Butler's at 40. David Tate wants the Winger. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've had that. And I didn't realize we were sold out of this. Skid Row. I think this is red vinyl. I wish they would mark this. If I could get a hold of the people at Friday Music, I was like, y'all would probably sell so many records, more records. You already sell thousands every week. If you would just, on these right here, just put red vinyl. Of course, I know we could easily scan it, but I think it would help customers and people everywhere. Rick Wakeman is $28.99. Ganstink Highlights. Gastink. I think I butchered that the first time I said it. That's on purple vinyl. This is a live Rick Wakeman, but I think what caught my eye was some of the people that's playing on here with him. Yes. Donovan, Alvin Lee, Steve Hackett, John Entwistle. That's a live Rick Wakeman, like live compilation, $28.99. Kiss is at $40 of Jamie Butler, going once, going twice. This Local Hero, that is, Brent Rabley was on a wait list for that. Mark Knopfler, Local Hero. That's Brent Rabley's. Dokken, Breaking the Chains, is $46.99. I have been sold out of this for a while. Pretty sure this is on red vinyl. It just looks like it is because it's Friday Music and it kind of matches the cover. Pretty sure it's red or silver. It's definitely colored vinyl though, or I wouldn't have ordered it. It's $46.99. Skid Row is $46.99. And Jolene, Dolly Parton, $28.99. Slayer, we've got a waiting list for this. I know for one for sure is on the waiting list. And I've got 2 copies potentially left, unless Tanner tells me there was 2 people on the waiting list. That is Slayer, Repentless, and I'm still ordering the one that's limited to 1,000. They're getting low, though. I've ordered them like 6 times now. They're almost gone. And that's Slayer, Repentless. Yeah, $31.99. Should be Bertrand Chapman. Okay, yeah. So that's sold to him. George Strait, Oceanfront Property, $28.99. Rich Bernstein, let me know if you're in or out on Kiss, because I'm about to sell that to Jamie for $40. George Strait, Silverchair. Here's one of the new singles I have not shown yet. This is Silverchair Freak, limited edition 1500, orange and white. This is number 5 in a series of 11. That is $38.99 for the Silverchair. James Williams wants Slayer, If Any. We've got 2 copies left. James, that one goes to you. We now have 1 copy left. We should have a wait list for Prince. So let's check that. I've got 2 copies of Prince Hits Volume 1, and I've got 2 copies of Prince Hits Volume 2. Yes, Brent Rabley wanted the Thompson twins here. Yes, Brent Rabley wanted that. I forgot about that. Okay, let's go ahead and sell Kiss because he said he was out. Jamie Butler gets Kiss Unmasked for $40. Jason Kenton gets the silver chair. I forgot who else was buying all these. Maybe William Simmons. So sell that to Jason Kenton. All right, let me put up a new Kiss auction. I've got... I'm trying to find something we don't have... I think maybe, yeah, let's do this one. This is the Peter Criss solo album. 2014 remaster, new and sealed. $25 start. Kiss, Peter Criss. It has a crease down here in the corner. It has also another little crease, so crease corner. The corner is a little dinged, and it does have a little bit of a tear in the shrink wrap. And kind of a spine crackle. Not a perfectly sealed copy. It is sealed. Vinyl will be near mint, of course, or mint. It's a new copy. The cover's got a couple dings on it. The Peter Criss solo album, $25 start. Benji Burns says, I'll take a George Strait. Is that his first purchase with us? Benji, if that's your first purchase, I will give you instructions. Let me know, but I'm pulling George Strait for you. What do we need on Prince? Prince hits 2, Jerry Stone. You were on a wait list for that. And so, these came out last week. Very, very popular. This is essentially Prince's greatest hits. They're in 2 volumes. Hits 1, $39.99, 2 LPs. And hits 2, $39.99. That is my first. Okay, Benji, here's what I need you to do as soon as possible, preferably right now so we don't lose you or you don't forget. Please send this Facebook page a message. That's CollectCo. Go to Facebook Messenger. Send us a message. Say, I'm a first-time buyer. And send us your email address and your mailing address. Your email address and your mailing address. We will invoice you on Monday. $7 unlimited shipping. We're having another show tomorrow night. Or excuse me, we're having another show Thursday night and Friday night. I'm not for sure about tomorrow night. It all depends on what time I get back from a buying trip. So, possibly tomorrow night. If not, Thursday and Friday for sure. And Friday will be another abbreviated show. No, I'm not going to a football game, but I have somewhere else to go to. So Friday will be another one-part show, which was good because we sold a lot in that hour and a half. Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou? $44.99, 2 LP. And this is something that I initially missed, and I'm so lucky. I'm so glad we could get more. This is called The Rolling Stones from the Vault, and this is a live show, live in Leeds, 1982. Very well packaged. It's triple LP, 3 LPs, and the DVD, and that is $74.99. Fred Wink says, I'll take The Last Slayer. Sell that to Fred Wink. Woods Felix wants the Rolling Stones, and I have one left if anybody else wants one. That's from the Vault. Roundhay Park, live in Leeds, and Lou Hitzer also wants one. I can get more if anybody else wants one. These from the Vault are very good stones, especially the older stuff. They've released some from kind of recently, from like recent shows, but that is from 1982. Do we have a wait list for Steely Dan? I know we're going to have plenty to sell because I know I don't have nowhere near 10. But if you've missed it, last week, probably one of my favorite reissues that's come out this last quarter of the year, Steely Dan Can't Buy a Thrill. I have not listened to the UHQR, the $150 version. We're still waiting for ours to be delivered. Distributors kind of get them last. If we're the last people to get them, to sell them to the public. So that is $36.99, Can't Buy a Thrill. It's technically a digital remaster. Okay, so yeah, there's no waiting list. So all 10 copies here are just a restock for the store. Steely Dan, Can't Buy a Thrill. Reeling in the Years, Do It Again, gatefold pressing, extremely nice. And also for your Rolling Stones fans, for you Rolling Stones fans, I have not had this in quite some time. I kind of forgot about it because I've sold a bunch of them. The Rolling Stones Rock and Roll Circus. This was actually a kind of a thing that they did, and it never was really released. If it was, it never was a big release. But this has the Stones on it. Who's all on here? Jethro Tull, The Who, the Rolling Stones, Taj Mahal, the Dirty Mac, which has John Lennon in it. Marian Faithfull. Did I say Jethro Tull and The Who? That's $74.99. The Rolling Stones Circus. And I can still get those if we need a wait list. Kenneth Jank on Steely Dan, Can't Buy a Thrill. This is like a collection essential. I need to drink my Monster again. I'm starting to slur my speech. Promise I can speak better than what I have in the last 3 sentences. Steely Dan, Can't Buy a Thrill. A collection essential. $36.99. That is sold to Kenneth Jank. Chris Crowley was first to the Stone Circus. Lou Hetzer, let me know if you're okay with a waiting list. I'm going to order you one, and then I'm going to order another one for the store and the show on the next live. So let me know if you're in. I'll order you one. Lou Hetzer, that one sold to Chris Crowley. Isn't that a different version of the one that came out a year or so ago? No, that is the same Rolling Stone Circus that we've had that I showed maybe. Yeah, I've been showing them for a couple of years now. I'm surprised they're still available in stock. Okay, let me get another Kiss auction. By the way, this didn't get a bid. He's in, so put Lou Hetzer down for Rock and Roll Circus waiting list. No bid on this. Kiss, $25 buy it now. The Peter Criss solo album. $25 buy it now. That's now a first come, first serve. First come, first serve on that. Let me grab something right here. I need to get something out of my vehicle right quick. I got to text back a seller. Let me step out into my vehicle. Y'all going to hear me go outside. Rich Bernstein says he claims the Peter Criss. Sell that to Rich Bernstein. I can go get my other phone a lot faster than Tanner and Seth could. Can y'all still hear me? I'm currently outside. What? It feels a lot better out here than it does inside of our store. Holy moly. We need to open up the doors. I'm getting kind of worried because I hadn't seen that phone. And I have to have it. This is the problem with carrying around 2 or 3 cell phones. Like, it's very easy to misplace them. Did I have that with me today? I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Boy, it feels like a oven in here compared to outside. That might be me, but I'm about to go blast the AC. Hope everybody's brought their what's that, Seth? I still don't understand what he said, but I'm not really listening to him. Okay. Yeah, you do a lot of mumbling. Okay, Peter Criss is sold to Rich Bernstein. Tracy McFadden, you were second. Tracks on Joe Diffie. Give me a second on that one. Okay. One of the phone's a burner. I have 2 cell phones. There for a while, I had 3 because the other one wasn't really working. It was very strange. One was a hotspot. One was a store phone. One was my personal phone, which... no offense, I stopped giving out my personal cell phone number because I still get so many calls and text. I really can't keep up with it. So I had a company phone to kind of sit down once a week and go through messages, or maybe not once a week, maybe once a day, and it's still kind of hard to keep up with. So, yeah. Okay. I realized I had to have a personal phone and a business phone. It was getting out of hand. Let's go through another crate of vintage. Let me put up another Kiss record. The Kiss record here is Kiss. What do we have here? Love Gun. Kiss Love Gun. $25 start. New and sealed. This one's really nice. No damage. Nice. Sealed. 2014 remaster. That is a $25 start. Kiss Love Gun. Let's go through this new crate of vintage records. Madonna, that's technically self-titled. Madonna is $24.99. The Doobie Brothers, Minute by Minute, is $14.99. And Oak Ridge Boys Heartbeat. Oak Ridge Boys, $9.99. The Fifth Dimension, Stone Soul Picnic, $14.99. Oak Ridge Boys Bobby Sue, $9.99. Traveling Guitar, Chet Atkins. This is some kind of import. Yeah. Traveling Guitar, International Camden label. That's $9.99. Geraldine, Don't Fight That Feeling, $14.99. Lily Tomlin, this is a recording, $14.99. And the Hollies Greatest Hits, $9.99. Marshall Bassett said second on Joe Diffie and Troy Passes. So I only had one copy of that new Joe Diffie record. So we're going to give that to Marshall Bassett. That Joe Diffie record I showed earlier. That is sold right here. Marshall Bassett. Jeff McIntosh is at 25 on Kiss Love Gun. That's going once, going twice to Jeff McIntosh. Rob Scheffler, first on Chet Atkins. Rob Scheffler, first to Chet Atkins. Boomtown Rats, retrospective, is $14.99. Eric Clapton, Money and Cigarettes. That's a nice copy in shrink wrap, $34.99. Deep Purple, Made in Europe, is $24.99. Excuse me, $26.99. Rich Bernstein is at 30 on the Kiss. Humble Pie, Lost and Found, in shrink wrap with this hop sticker. Vintage, special price 2-record set. Humble Pie, $29.99. Madonna, Like a Virgin, $24.99. And the legendary Bobby Darin compilation, $19.99. Stephen Forbert, Jackrabbit Slim, $14.99. The Style Council Internationalist, $19.99. So, Rich Bernstein's at 30 on Kiss. Jeff is now at 32. John Stevens wants the Boomtown Rats. That's sold to John Stevens. Carol Puckett gets the Humble Pie 2-in-1 compilation. That's sold to Carol Puckett. Fred Wink HP. That was Humble Pie. Fred, you were second. What's up for auction? It is a sealed 2014 remaster of Kiss Love Gun. High bid is $32. Having a Party with Southside Johnny, $19.99. Robert Palmer, Pressure Drop. Robert is $19.99. The Bell Stars, Belle, that is $14.99. And Little Stevens and the Disciples of Soul, Men Without Women, $19.99. $19.99. I need to, let me pull this up first here. Let's see here. We'll send billing info shortly. Let's see. Boy. Okay, let's see. What was next? Final call on Kiss Love Gun. Jeff has that, never mind. Rich is right back in at 35. Jeff McMaster on Little Stevens. Robert Palmer, Maybe It's Live, $19.99. Chuck Berry, Golden Decade. I've never seen this gas pump looking cover. $29.99 on Chuck Berry. Dobie Gray, Drift Away, $19.99. That has the hit song Drift Away on it. Hall & Oates, H2O, $19.99. Seals and Croft Collection. That's technically a K-Tail, but that is like Seals and Croft's greatest hits. $9.99. The Best of Steppenwolf. That's on Pickwick. Look at that cover. That's a wolf. Best of Steppenwolf, $14.99. 20 giant hits as advertised on TV. Looks like a box of bacon. What's that called? Or bacon soda or something like that. Washing powders maybe. History of the Righteous Brothers, $9.99. The Association. The Association is $12.99 with a Stonehenge looking cover. Mott the Hoople in shrink wrap with hop sticker. Mott is $19.99. Emerson, Lake and Palmer Tarkus is $19.99. Ambrosia, Rhode Island is $9.99. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Somebody asked the other night as soon as we went live, do you have any Earth, Wind, and Fire? There's one in shrink wrap and hop sticker, $14.99. That one's called Power Light. Power Light. Jeff McIntosh is at 36 on the Kiss. Leon Russell, Willow the Wisp, $19.99. And Steppenwolf Live is $24.99. Steppenwolf Live is $24.99. Where did I set that can of Monster at? I've kind of been glancing, looking for it. It's still on the counter. I thought I laid it right here. Maybe not. See an open can of Monster anywhere, Ed? And by the way, there's a...
It's right there behind me.
Oh, it's behind the Chick-fil-A bag. By the way, there's a crate of new arrivals from last night of stuff that needs to be tagged. It has the Joan Jett Funkos on top of it. Troy Robinson wants Earth, Wind, and Fire. Let's Sell Kiss to Jeff McIntosh for $36. That's sold to Jeff McIntosh. Randy Newman, Trouble in Paradise, $19.99. Chuck Berry, soundtrack to Hail Hail Rock and Roll, which has Clapton, Robert Cray, Ella James, Julian Lennon, Keith Richards, and Linda Ronstadt. That's $19.99. Ike and Tina Turner, Greatest Hits, $24.99. Four Tops Live is $19.99. Bananarama. This is the full album, True Confessions, which has their hit song, Venus, which was a cover, $24.99. The Stranglers, this one's called, I'm not for sure. Let me see if La Folie, $19.99 on that. Let me put up, so do I have any other singles? I don't. Okay, yeah, I don't think we have this one right now. Let me put this one up for auction. Any OG Kiss. I'm going to make you wonder on that one. I'm going to make you wait. I don't like revealing everything. I do have a sealed copy here. For some reason, it has two hype stickers on it. Kiss Dressed to Kill, another 2014 remaster. This is a $25 start. Kiss Dressed to Kill, new and sealed, Dressed to Kill. I think that's their second album, technically. Third, second. Robert Johnson on Chuck Berry. I think that was from that soundtrack, right? Yep, this one here. That sold to Chuck Berry. Chris Mikas wants the Stranglers. Kathy is at $25 on Kiss. Let's see. And Rich Bernstein also bid $25. Boomtown Rats, $14.99. And Little Steven, Voice of America. That one is $19.99. Do we have any new Japanese stuff ready, or will we not have that till tomorrow? Seth didn't answer. I don't think we have it. I'll put up some of this other stuff that I don't think that we have in discount. But yeah, we have probably 500 Japanese pressings new in that we don't have really ready to sell. We have boxes and boxes and boxes full. So that's coming up soon. We have a lot. Kiss is now at $35 with Rich Bernstein. Everyone else is out. Which Holly's Greatest Hits in the bin and what is on it? I think Craig already sent the track list on that, but I will read it one more time. Bus stop, 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 stop. Just one look. Look through any window. I can't let go. Stay. Here I go again. If I needed someone, yes, I will. And Searching. That is $19.99. Holly's Greatest Hits. Kathy is back in on Kiss at $36. I'm going to read back through these titles. If you want to know any prices, please let me know. Right now we have a sealed Kiss Dressed to Kill 2014 remaster up for auction. And Kathy has that at $36. Going once, going twice. Madonna, the Doobie Brothers, the Oak Ridge Boys, the Fifth Dimension, Oak Ridge Boys, Geraldine, Lily Tomlin, Eric Clapton, Deep Purple, Madonna, Bobby Darin, Stephen Forbert, Style Council, Southside Johnny, Robert Palmer, the Bell Stars, Robert Palmer, Chuck Berry, Dobie Gray, surprised that's still there, Hall & Oates, Sills and Croft, Steppenwolf, Do It Now compilation, that has the Beatles, Neil Diamond, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Melanie, Richie Havens, and I've read 1/3 of the artist. History of the Righteous Brothers, The Association, Mott the Hoople, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Ambrosia, Leon Russell, Steppenwolf Live. Going twice, going 3 times to Kathy. Kiss is at $36. We have Madonna, self-titled, Madonna, Like a Virgin. They're both $24.99. Randy Newman, Trouble in Paradise, Ike and Tina Turner's Greatest Hits, Four Tops Live, Bananarama, Boomtown Rats, Little Steven, and then there's the Hollies, $19.99. Those are all still available. Okay, let's sell that one to Kathy for $36. And then we have what may appear to most people the same thing, but if you look very closely, this one has the alternate S's on it. I think technically this is the German version. It is. KISS, German. They don't allow those other S's, so this is the other style KISS. So this is the German version, Dress to Kill, which is technically a UK import. These are always more money. I will start this one for $30. KISS, Dress to Kill. $30 on that. Anybody want anything in that crate? It is still available. I've got another crate I'm about to go through. Do we have any more new vinyl? Is there another crate? Ed said there's another crate of new vinyl. Good.
Are you ready for it?
Well, I'm ready for it, yes. Rich Bernstein is at 35 on KISS. I think Rich has bid on every KISS album that I have put up. Ed is bringing over a new crate of vinyl, and I've got a really cool Japanese pressing here that isn't technically part of our newest Japanese stuff, but I'm going to show it. It's a buy it now. I'm going to tell you the price, and it's kind of, as of right now, it's kind of one of these take it or leave it type things, so it's very tough to get. I've never seen one. I kind of want to keep it. It's from 1997. That should tell you a lot. This is $249.99. YouTube Pop 1997 Japanese pressing. $249.99. $250 if you add a penny to that. YouTube Pop $249.99. Rich Bernstein is at 35 on KISS. That's going once, going twice. Okay. I don't know how many we have left, and I can't tell you if you're getting one or not, but these came back in stock this week. I'm pretty sure they haven't all been claimed. I've got to go through the post. Greta Van Fleet from the Fires. We got a shipment back in stock this week. I think we got 26 copies, 23 copies. Most people, we had 13 people on a waiting list. I'm pretty sure, I'm 95% sure these are all spoken for. But this also tells me, like last time, we got one shipment and then some more kind of comes in right behind it. So if you want on the waiting list for this, or if you want down just in case somebody ends up passing or canceling, if you want on that a waiting list, Greta Van Fleet is $36.99 from the Fires. I think when I searched this barcode, they were not cheap. And Tanner, we will just write down these names because I'm pretty sure all 23 of these copies are already sold. We just need to tag them. So if you, that's right now basically a waiting list on that. These are already spoken for. That's why you need to make sure you're in our Facebook group, and you need to make sure you get on any waiting list you can possibly get on for anything that's high in demand. Because here's a prime example. The Greta Van Fleet. Okay, Rich Bernstein was at 35 on the KISS. David Tate bid 40, and David Tate has that right now, and Rich says he's out. Lou Hetzer wants on the Greta Van Fleet waiting list. Michael Church wants on the Greta Van Fleet waiting list. Fred Wink says he'll take 2 on the waiting list, and Eric Beck also wants 1. I'm about to sell KISS to David Tate for $40. That's the German version. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Okay, Bridges to Babylon. I'm pretty positive we had 2 people on a waiting list for this, Tanner, Brent Rabley and someone else. So those are already sold. If anybody else wants a copy, these came back in stock this past week. Half-Speed Master of Bridges to Babylon, $59.99. Rolling Stones Half-Speed Master. This album originally came out in 90-something, and that's why it is very difficult to get on vinyl. I think I've had an original copy before. I think it may have been like an import only. That is $59.99.
Jerry Stone and Jason Ivy.
Actually, Brent got one live, yeah. Jerry Stone and Jason Ivy. Jerry Stone and Jason Ivy. The current temperature in this room is 78 degrees. No wonder. It is very hot. I'm selling records and I'm sweating. Very strange. Especially since there's a giant air conditioning sitting in the room. Okay, Lou Hetzer was who was on the waiting list one more time, Tanner? Jerry Stone and Jason Ivy. Lou Hetzer's going to take that one. Bridges to Babylon. Street date on Bridges to Babylon is 1997. Yeah, that's a very expensive record. I think we've had one before. It's been a long time. KISS, Dress to Kill. We have a new bid. Jimmy E is at $45. 2014. I think that's technically 2014 German version of that. Okay. Oh, I have another copy. So I have one copy left. Bridges to Babylon. $59.99. Silverchair. Here is the other limited edition single. Number 6 of 11. $38.99. Number 6 of 11. And I have not shown this one yet. The Rolling Stones, A Bigger Bang. That is $49.99. Rolling Stones, A Bigger Bang, $49.99. That is a half-speed master. New release, I think, from last week, and I just now got it in. This is the anniversary. I think it's an anniversary edition, but it's for sure the first time I've seen this. John Cougar Mellencamp, Scarecrow. I haven't got any of the single or standard. They didn't ship me any. I just right now have this box set. Scarecrow, John Mellencamp, the multi-platinum classic albums, Super Deluxe Edition, featuring newly remixed and remastered audio from previously unreleased bonus tracks. This has 2 CDs. It has a half-speed master LP, Blu-ray audio, Dolby Atmos high-resolution stereo, Small Town original 7-inch reproduction booklet, rare photographs, all new liner notes, and collectible lithographs. That is $159.99. John Cougar Mellencamp, Scarecrow. Lou Hetzer wants the Stones. I'm assuming that was Bigger Bang. Bigger Bang. We could contact Jason Kenton. I don't know if he's still watching, or William Simmons, whoever was buying these. They'll probably want these too, but we'll just leave them in there for right now. And then Randy Davis says JC. Randy wants this right here, the John Cougar box set. If anybody else wants one, sounds like it's a pretty cool set. Pretty cool set, yeah. CD, Blu-ray, the LP remastered, has a 7-inch with it, lithographs, and others. That is $159.99. That's sold to Randy Davis. Final call on Kiss at $45. I need to sell that because I've got more to put up. And let's check the wait list for Stranger Things 4. Stranger Things 4 is $44.99 for Stranger Things 4. 2 LPs. This is from the Netflix series. I had some people wanting to go ahead and claim one last night. I said, please let me wait and see how many I'm getting in, and we've got a wait list. Just let me know how many you need, Tanner. You need 4. Okay, I have some more behind the counter that was already from canceled orders. Anytime we pre-sell something, we pre-sold 50 or 60 of these, I think. There's always at least 4 or 5 people who cancel on us. So we usually have putbacks. Good thing about a popular release, a lot of people cancel. I have no idea why, but they do. So Stranger Things 4 is $44.99. Lou Hetzer, put him down for a John Cougar Mellencamp waiting list. Jimmy E gets the Kiss Dress to Kill. Sell that to Jimmy for $45. And by the way, I'm going to just set that. I'm probably going to put this in the high-end bin. If anybody wants YouTube Pop, it's a 1997 Japanese OG, and that is a $249.99. Buy it now. One more time on this bin. Let me know if you want on the Greta Van Fleet waiting list. I don't have any to tag anymore, but if you want on that waiting list, they're $36.99 from the Fires. 1 copy left of Bridges to Babylon, half-speed master, $59.99. I've got the Silverchair, limited and numbered, Abuse Me, number 6 in a series of 11, music on vinyl. Those are $38.99. And then Stranger Things 4. You said you needed 4, Tanner. There is 4, and there's 1 left, and I've got like 4 or 5 behind the counter that was putbacks. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, these will be a buy it now. So I've got some Kiss albums that I have multiples of. Kiss Destroyer, I have 2 copies. They're new and sealed 2014 versions, $36.99. $36.99 for Kiss Destroyer. Those are new and sealed. Let me give me 1 second, please. Okay, Jason Kenton on Silverchair. Kiss Destroyer, $36.99. Instead of auctioning those, that's just a quick buy it now, $36.99. Jason Kenton on Silverchair. Let me pull that. And I think William Simmons is the other person that's been buying those. I don't know if he wants the others in the set or not. Okay, and Tanner, this entire crate of Greta Van Fleets, we need to go through that post and we'll tag that. We'll probably take a break sooner than normal tonight. We obviously got to get some stuff tagged and sorted that I haven't done yet, so it will make our recaps in part 2 a lot easier. And I've got a lot more stuff set aside to auction and show you, so we'll probably take our break a lot sooner than normal tonight. That's probably also a good thing for y'all. Maybe like you can get reset and come back to see us. All right, let's see what we have here. I got a whole new crate of vintage stuff. Chad, is the Stranglers a US UK press? That was a US press. That was a US press. Any takers on Kiss Destroyer? Any takers on Kiss Destroyer? All right, new crate of vintage stuff. Okay, let's see what we got in here. First record, I believe, is Herb Albert. I can tell from the top. Herb Albert Magic Man, $14.99. Herb Albert Magic Man. This is the Animals. The Twain shall meet. The Twain shall meet. Eric Burden and the Animals, $19.99. The Animals, this is self-titled, $39.99 early. I think it's technically their first album. Includes the hit single House of the Rising Sun. That is $39.99. I hadn't seen a copy of that since the Pennsylvania collection. And Winds of Change, another Animals record. Those are all, that one's $19.99. The original Animals contains all new material recorded in 1977, before we were so rudely interrupted. $14.99. And Willie and the Poor Boys, Great Rock and Roll with Bill Wyman, Charlie Watts, Jimmy Page, Paul Rogers, Andy Fairweather Low, Kenny Jones, and Friends, $29.99. The Rolling Stones, Undercover, in shrink wrap, $34.99. Kathy wants the Animals, the one with House of the Rising Sun. That is sold to Kathy. The Rolling Stones, Suckin' in the 70s. That is a compilation, and that is $34.99. The Rolling Stones, Suckin' in the 70s, $34.99. Fred Wink wants WPPB, Willie and the Poor Boys. Sell that to Fred Wink. Lou Hetzer wants Suckin' in the 70s. Tanner, that one was $34.99. Swing to the Right, Utopia. Utopia is $14.99. The Greatest Hits from England. That's a compilation on the Parrot label. It's in mono and shrink wrap. It has artists such as Tom Jones, the Moody Blues, the Zombies, Them, featuring Van Morrison. And that is $14.99 in shrink wrap. Rick Springfield, Living in Oz, $14.99. REO Speedwagon, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish, $19.99. And the Rolling Stones Dirty Work is $34.99. That's in shrink wrap. Live and Let Die soundtrack. Live and Let Die soundtrack is a bargain at $19.99. Paul McCartney, Live and Let Die, that's $19.99. Fred Wink wants Greatest Hits of England. Greatest Hits of England. And Chris Ferrara wants the REO Speedwagon, the Tuna Fish album. That is sold to Chris Ferrara. Teen Idols. I believe this is another compilation. Conway Twitty, Fabian, Everly Brothers, Bobby V, Del Shannon, Pat Boone. That is $19.99. Greg Rogers says he'll take a Destroyer. A little delayed, but I still got them. That is $36.99. It's not priced, so we need to show that or put a price on that for Greg. I have one copy left of Kiss Destroyer for $36.99. Wow. Journey Escape, $19.99. And Boston, self-titled, $34.99. Some good classic rock in this, like some classic rock essentials. Nat King Cole, After Midnight, $9.99. Boston, Don't Look Back is $34.99. Randy Newman Live is $19.99. Gordon Lightfoot, Dream Street Rose, $19.99. Did you see my question a minute ago? I guess I did not. Let me know what that was. Chuck Wilson wants Boston. Chuck, let me know if you want Don't Look Back or self-titled. You've got dibs on both of those. Eddie Pasir, you were first to Journey. And Robbie Reasonover, you were first to Nat King Cole. Chuck Wilson wants Boston, self-titled. So Don't Look Back is still available. Joni Mitchell, Dog Eat Dog, $19.99. That's not Warrant. That's Joni Mitchell. Carole King Tapestry, $24.99. The Carpenter's Collection, $19.99. And Herb Albert, Keep Your Eye on Me. Herb Albert is $14.99. Joni Mitchell Shadows and Light is $34.99. The Go-Go's Vacation is $19.99. And Joni Mitchell Court and Spark, $19.99. Let me bring out another Kiss record. This Kiss record, I'll do these for $30. Do we still have, what's that price of this one right there, Tanner? I'll match that price. This album right here, 33, is that, or 36? 33. I've got these also in that trade-in, Kiss Rock and Roll Over. Cheapest one offered so far, except for Peter Criss. $33.99. I've got 3 sealed copies, Kiss Rock and Roll Over. 3 copies, and I actually still have one on the rack. $33.99. Did the Rod Stewart compilation from last night's sale? No, it didn't. It's still available if you want it. James Taylor's Greatest Hits. Wow, that's a nice looking copy. $34.99. Something in the Way She Moves. Carolina in My Mind. Fire and Rain. Sweet Baby James. Country Road. You've Got a Friend. Don't Let Me Be Lonely Tonight. Walking Man. How Sweet It Is. Mexico. Shower the People. And Steamroller. How did he write all of that? Blows my mind. Rich Bernstein Takes a Kiss. $33.99. Freddie Milford Wants a Kiss. Freddie Milford Gets a Kiss. And Carol Puckett says, please, sir, put Carol Puckett down for the Rod Stewart Storyteller compilation. It's in one of these crates over here. I will have to find that. Neil Diamond and the Singer Sings His Songs in shrink wrap, $9.99. Neil Diamond, Do It Again. That's on the Bang label, $14.99. Bang label is just something that kind of sets it aside, knowing it's his earlier stuff. Gary Lewis and the Playboys, Greatest Hits. That's in shrink wrap from Rhino, $14.99. Joy to the World, the Best of Three Dog Night is $19.99. And Mitch Ryder's Greatest Hits, $14.99. Asia, self-titled, $19.99. And Paul Young and Street Band, a complete collection, $24.99. We may have to auction this one because I've only got one copy and I don't think I can order it right now if I wanted it to. And that is Kiss Destroyer, Resurrected, newly remixed from the original tapes. $25 start. Kiss Destroyer, Resurrected, $25 start. Fred Wink Wants Asia. And Carol will pull that for you. That's so to Fred Wink. I sent a message I'd like the Ray Charles and Arthur Conley albums from last night, Chad. No one has claimed them but me, but I will sell them to you. I pulled Arthur Conley to listen to it, and I have not yet. And I was going to sneak that Ray Charles, but you get them. They're behind the counter. So Jeff McMaster gets Fred Wink's already got Asia. Jeff, you were second. Kiss is at 25, 26, 25, and 27. Greg Rogers wants the Three Dog Night's Greatest Hits. That's a good one. James Taylor, Sweet Baby James, $19.99. Jackson Brown, The Pretender, is $14.99. Firefall, Elon, $9.99. Loretta Lynn's Greatest Hits, Volume 3. Volume 3, that's $9.99. Newgrass Revival, $19.99. Nat King Cole, Just One of Those Nights, $9.99 for Nat King Cole. Back to Basics, The Temptations, $14.99. Todd Rundgren, Todd is the name of that one, $29.99. Let me move my camera back a little bit. My Name is Barbara, $9.99. Barbara Streisand. Todd Rundgren, Healing is $19.99. Humble Pie, On to a Victory is $19.99. And the original motion picture score to Patton, General George Patton, $19.99. Juice Newton's Greatest Hits is $9.99. And Robert Plant, The Principal Moments, includes the hype sticker, includes the hit single Big Log. This also has In the Mood on it, which I think is a better song, In the Mood for a Melody. $19.99. $19.99. Brent Rabley wants Todd Rundgren. And we have John Lang was at, Kiss is at 28. And we already had a bid of 30 though. Fred Wink was at 30 on Kiss. Yeah, Fred Wink was at 30 on Kiss. And we had John Ling bid 28. John, you may not see Fred's, never mind, Kathy's bid 31 on Kiss already. So that's what is going on. Some people bid less than what's already on their screen, but they may not see the small feed that shows the YouTube. Either way, though, Kathy has, that's not the wrong Kiss. This Kiss. Kathy has Kiss Destroyer Resurrected for $31. Brent Rabley wants the Todd Rundgren. That's sold to Brent Rabley. Can you swap the Oreo for Sweet Baby James? I can. So let me swap that Sweet Baby James to, let's see. That was right here. He wants to swap that instead of Oreo Speedwagon Tuna Fish. So Chris Ferrara has Oreo Speedwagon Tuna Fish. Sell that to Chris Ferrara instead and swap those out. Okay. And then, before that, did we pull Todd Rundgren? Have I already pulled that? Okay. I've already pulled that. That was for Brent Rabley. Next claim was Jeff McMaster on Robert Plant. I don't think I've pulled that yet. No. Jeff McMaster and Robert Plant. Fred Wink wants the James Taylor white cover. That was the greatest hits, James Taylor. That is sold to Fred Wink. Neil Prices again. That was Neil Diamond. Give me 1 second on that. Kiss Destroyer. New bids are 32, 32, 33, and now 35 of Clint Howard. The prices on the Neil Diamonds, those were Do It. That was $14.99. And the Singer Sings His Songs, and that one was in shrink wrap, $9.99. High bid on Kiss Destroyer Resurrected was $35. Okay, here is Oreo Speedwagon. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. That is $19.99 if anybody wants it. Steve Ziman takes both of the Neil Diamonds. Steve Ziman takes both of the Neil Diamonds. What did I just do with them? Neil's hiding. He's been hard to find. There and there. That's both sold to Steve Ziman. Herb Albert. First, Kiss is at 37. Steve Ziman got both the Neil Diamonds. Brian Clement put Herb Albert, K-Y-E-O-M. We have one Herb Albert in here. It's Magic Man. Let me just lay that, make sure Brian, some kind of crazy thing didn't happen there. And so high bid on Kiss is 37, now 40. Let me read through these titles one more time. If you want to know any prices, please let me know. If you're just hopping on, we've already been through 3 crates of vintage, 3 crates of new vinyl. I've got 1 more crate of vintage ready, and then we're probably going to take a break pretty soon. We usually at 9:30 we can make it to 9. If not, we may stop at a weird time like 8:50 or something. We've got to tag pre-orders, and then when we come back, I can do a thorough. Plus, if you missed last night's show, I may go back through some other stuff. So, high bid on Kiss is $40 with Clint Howard. Let's go back through these. If you want to know prices, please let me know. We have the Animals, and the Animals. Rolling Stones Undercover, Utopia, Rick Springfield, the Rolling Stones, Live and Let Die soundtrack. Can't believe no one's bought that. Not only is it James Bond, it's Paul McCartney and Wings, Live and Let Die. Really cool soundtrack too. Final Call on Kiss at 40. Greg Rogers wants the REO that was put back. You can tune a fish, but you can't tune a piano. Let me find where I've put that back in here. Right here, that's sold to Greg Rogers. Price on Humble Pie. I think one's already sold in here. The 2-for-1 pack, if so, that's already sold. Keep your eye on me. Herb Albert, that must be somewhere else in this bin. Let me try to find that. So this Herb Albert is still available. Magic Man, it is $14.99. Teen Idols, Boston Don't Look Back, Randy Newman Live, Gordon Lightfoot, Joni Mitchell, Carole King Tapestry, The Carpenters Collection. Herb Albert, Keep Your Eye on Me. This is the one Brian wants. Sell that to Brian Clement for $14.99. Joni Mitchell, Shadows and Light. Go-Go's Vacation. Joni Mitchell, Court and Spark. Gary Lewis and the Playboys. Mitch Ryder. Paul Young. Jackson Brown. Firefall. Loretta Lynn. Newgrass Revival, Nat King Cole, The Temptations, Barbara Streisand, Todd Rundgren, Humble Pie, On to a Victory. That is $19.99. We sold one of those last night. $19.99. Patton and Juice Newton's Greatest Hits. Juice Newton's Greatest Hits. All right, let's go ahead and sell Clint Kiss for $40. Clint Howard gets the Kiss Destroyer Resurrected for $40. Let's see. Kathy said price on Tapestry. I believe that was $19.99 for this. Gatefold appears to be extremely nice. It is. Kathy, that is $19.99. Is it? You're close, I think. Brian, let me know if I pulled that right. Herb Albert for you. Price and condition on New Grass. Calvin, I believe that was $19.99. And this is Near Mint. Nice cover and Near Mint vinyl on that as well. New Grass Revival. Tracks on Randy. Randy Newman Live, maybe? I'll wait and see if that's right. William Simmons says Patton price. Patton is $19.99. Wolves Council says, I'll take the Humble Pie. That was On to a Victory. That sold to Wolves Council. Kathy said sold, and that was on Carole King Tapestry. How do I know the grade of a record I'm wanting to purchase? Well, everything we show in here is, we kind of only try to put out really nice stuff, which is, in our definition book, EX plus plus Near Mint minus. So if we're putting out a record, it's going to sound and be very nice. Satisfaction guaranteed. It may have non-audible marks on it, which in our book doesn't detach too much if it doesn't sound, if it doesn't make any noise or anything. So we have sold some records out of our non-condition bins or non-check condition bins that it may have a scuff all the way across it. You go to play it, it doesn't make a sound. So everything is Near Mint minus, very close, very clean. We've cleaned everything. We've checked them. They're all good to go. Now, some people like to double check because sometimes we do a check condition crate where we start putting out lower grade stuff, VG, VG plus, stuff that may have marks and noise on it. And not saying everything in this bin is going to be dead quiet, because that just don't happen, especially with this old vinyl. It's not super high grade stuff anyway, so it could be noisy. But that's how that works. So everything is really nice and clean on that. Kathy said sold. That was his question. Queens Rock Empire still available. Queens Rock Empire is still Empire. We're waiting on more of those to arrive. We are waiting on more of those to arrive. If you want a waiting list, just let us know, Brian. Those will be here later this week. Steve Ziman says, Carpenter's condition, title, and price. Carpenter's condition, title, and price. First, let me show Fred Wink this record. I've got Carpenter's, though. The Carpenter's collection is 22 original hits. This was originally like a TV record, $19.99. And then Guy Goodman, I don't think it was Fred, I think it was Guy Goodman. Randy Newman Live. Mama told me not to come. Tickle me. I'll be home. So long, Dad. Living without you. Last night I had a dream. I think it's going to rain today. Lover's Prayer. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Yellow Man. Old Kentucky Home. Cowboy. Davy the Fat Boy. Lonely at the Top. This thing is really nice. Near Mint. It is $19.99. Was the Kiss Resurrected colored vinyl? I don't think so. No. Any more Bo Diddley reissues from the 80s Chess Masters? Not that I have shown tonight. How much was Mind Crime? Operation Mind Crime is $39.99. $39.99. The Cure Pornography available from last night? I do. It should be right in here. I must have missed your comment earlier. Bad time to ask a question as soon as we go live. The Cure Pornography, $31.99. $31.99. Randy Newman sold to Guy Goodman. New Grass Revival also sold to Calvin Ward. And I think everybody is caught up now. I think we are. Okay, next Kiss record. These should sell out. Hotter Than Hell. $33.99. They're all new and sealed. Really nice copies. $33.99. Kiss Hotter Than Hell. Those are all new sealed. $33.99. Wolves Council says, I will take it. That's the Cure Pornography. That's sold to Wolves Council. Kenneth Jank wants an Operation Mindcrime by Queensryche. That is sold to Kenneth Jank. Price on the Go-Go's, $19.99. $19.99 on the Go-Go's. And Zachary Smith, what was MM? Let's see, MM. Was that a claim, a mistake, maybe a unfinished statement? Yeah, the Go-Go's is $19.99. Vacation. Kiss is $33.99. Sorry, Pocket Text. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Anybody else? Sean Foxborough wants the Loretta Lynn. That was the Greatest Hits Volume 3, I believe. Yep. $9.99. That's sold to Sean Foxborough. Anybody on the Kiss? Hotter Than Hell. $33.99. Are you sitting on Cash American Recordings? Right now, the only one I have is Volume 4. We are sold out of all the other ones. We are waiting for more copies of Volume 5. We have 3 copies of Volume 4, and then 1, 2, 3, and 6, we are taking requests on those. We're going to order another set, but we're selling them pretty fast. So it's kind of like, as of right now, if you want Johnny Cash American Recordings Volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, I can have you those before the end of the week. Anthony says, I'll take Volume 4. That was in the first crate we showed tonight. What have I done with it? It is right somewhere. Right here. Johnny Cash. $49.99. Sell that to Anthony Riddle. Okay, we're going to stop right there for tonight. For part 1, we're definitely coming back at 9:30. We're going to come back at our normal. We usually pause at 9:30, come back at 10. Sometimes we stop at 9 and come back at 9:30. We're going to stop at 9:15 and come back at 9:30. We've got to do some serious tagging and confirmations before I go any further. Chris Farrar wants the Go-Go's. Please come back at 9:30. I'm going to have more auctions. I'm going to get our auctions together. I had some stuff ready for tonight that I didn't even show yet. More auctions. I've got more new vintage arrivals. And then we'll do a big recap on new vinyl. And I'll probably do something on sale. And I've got some other, like odds and ends. I've got new toys in, new Funkos. I don't think we got puzzles, but I got more Funkos. I got a Black Sabbath shirt. Let me go ahead and show that. I've got a Black Sabbath Paranoid. These come from our distributor, officially licensed. Black Sabbath. Can y'all see that? Very well made. I actually got one a year ago. I got a notification these were back in stock. I just ordered extra large, and that's the only size I'm going to offer right now because getting into t-shirt sizes are a headache. But a really nice Black Sabbath Paranoid shirt. They're $24.99. They kind of come sealed new in plastic. $24.99. That's Black Sabbath Paranoid t-shirt. $24.99. George Buchanan wants on the waiting list for Johnny Cash 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. He must already have 4. Brian says, add me to the Queensryche Empire list. Kiss Psycho Circus is long got a print. We can't get that right now. How much is the Carpenter's Collection? Carpenter's Collection is $19.99. Okay, Volume 1, 2, 3 is $34.99. Volume 4 is $49.99. Volume 5 is $49.99, and Volume 6 is $34.99. So basically, 4 and 5 are $50. 1, 2, 3, and 6 are $35. I have sold a lot of sets to a lot of people. Jay, if you want in on that. And Fred wants the Black Sabbath shirt. I think I got 1 or 2 of these. Extra large Black Sabbath Paranoid. I own one myself. I hadn't worn it in a long time. $24.99 on the Black Sabbath. I've got other really cool stuff like that. We're going to take a break. We'll be back at 9:30. I got some tagging to do, pre-orders to go through that I didn't get to before the show. And I actually got held up I went to go vote, and I was there for like 45 minutes. So it really messed me up on getting here in time to do pre-orders. So, okay, we'll be back at 9:30. See you then. You better come back.